At some point, the backpack you've been carrying starts to feel like a commitment. Maybe it's too much bag for a Tuesday editing session at your local coffee shop. Perhaps too much empty space rattling around when all you've got is a laptop, a charger, and something to drink. And that's where small backpacks really earn their reputation. Not as a compromise, but as more of a deliberate choice. The brands building small EDC backpacks in this space aren't just shrinking their flagship bags and calling it a day. The best ones are rethinking the whole equation. They're incorporating different materials, different access points, different philosophies about what your daily carry should actually feel like on your back. With that in mind, we put together 7 of the best small EDC backpacks with a hard 16-liter cutoff capacity. As usual, we've kept coverage on the guide a bit tighter, as we have hundreds of individual reviews across our site and channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. Aer is one of those brands that doesn't need much of an introduction in this crowd. Since 2014, the San Francisco-based brand has been one of the most consistent names in the EDC space, and the City Pack is their compact everyday carry flagship. The City Pack 2 is the sequel to a bag that already had a devoted following, meaning Aer had the unique challenge of refining without alienating, and we think they mostly pulled it off. Weighing 2.45 pounds and measuring in at 18 by 12 by 5.5 inches with a 16-liter capacity, this sits right at our cutoff ceiling and wears it well. The shell is Aer's proven 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon. It's dense, quiet, and sharp without trying too hard. Hardware is vintage Aer, YKK reverse coil zippers, Hypalon accents, and Duraflex hardware throughout. That horizontal matte zipper track on the front face has become pretty iconic in this category. The City Pack 2 added side grab handles alongside the padded top handle, which is now 3 carry points in total. The community has had mixed feelings on the aesthetics here, but personally, we don't mind them, and they are legitimately useful. There's an elastic water bottle pocket on the left side of the pack, which handles up to 30 ounces. On the back, the 4-panel mesh harness breathes well, and there's also a Velcro luggage pass-through. The straps do run slightly stiffer on the neck compared to the original, and we think this is due to the fact that Aer removed a subtle wedge geometry that helped the bag curve naturally into your back. It's minor, but definitely worth noting if carry comfort is your top priority. Multiple attachment points and a magnetic sternum strap round things out here. We'll say the biggest change is that the City Pack 2 sports a more rounded silhouette than the original, and admittedly, we're a bit more partial to that boxier OG silhouette, but your mileage may vary. The outermost pocket is nothing more than a large catch-all with a gray key leash, while the front admin compartment is the real star here. Stretch pockets, pen slots, a passport sleeve, and a hidden AirTag pocket so well concealed that many reviewers had to ask Aer where it actually was. The main compartment opens on a wide 2/3 arc with a padded and suspended laptop sleeve up to 16 inches alongside a document sleeve. Simple, intentional, and a tech pouch drops right in. There's also a soft-lined, zippered pocket up top for hauling more sensitive, scratch-prone EDC like your phone or even a pair of sunglasses. At $149, the City Pack 2 is one of the most complete packages on this guide. Overbuilt for its size, polished, and purpose-built for creative professionals running a lean daily loadout. The newer, rounder silhouette will definitely be a deal-breaker for some, but all things considered, we think this is a strong opening act and well worth the price point. Hong Kong-based Able Carry has been quietly building their reputation for thoughtful, compact carry since their early Kickstarter days, and the 13 Daybag is not only their smallest offering, but also one of their most popular. At just 13 liters, it's actually a full 3 liters under the Aer City Pack 2, but the brand did a good job still keeping it packed full of features and usable storage space. Weighing in at just 1.5 pounds and measuring in at 17.7 by 10.6 by 6.7 inches, the 13 carries a slim, almost understated profile. And while we naturally opted for the over-engineered X-Pack VX21, they do offer the pack in a less expensive Cordura ripstop nylon version as well. For the uninitiated, the X-Pack composite is significantly lighter than Cordura ballistic nylon. It's also more water-resistant and tough as nails, though fair warning, it is crunchy in person. You're not opening this quietly in a library. Hypalon zipper pulls, YKK AquaGuard zippers, and Duraflex hardware round out a hardware package that punches well above the price point. The shoulder straps deserve a special call-out on their own. They're thick, closed-cell foam, contoured, and genuinely comfortable for a bag this size. Each strap also has a quick-access card slot built in, which is a small detail we appreciated and enjoyed using, though we do worry about the potential of a card falling out at some point over years of use. The updated version now includes a magnetic swivel sternum strap that's adjustable and fully removable if you prefer a cleaner look. The angled vertical front zipper spans the entire face of the bag and makes one-shoulder access pretty effortless, a small but real quality of life win for commuters. Inside is a large open cavity complete with key leash. There's also an external drop-in pocket that lays flat when not in use, though it does cut into the front pocket when occupied simultaneously. Inside, the laptop sleeve fits up to 14 inches with a generous false bottom and thick felt lining, better protection than you'd expect here for sure. There's a document sleeve, pen slot, a small hidden interior pocket, and 2 side slip pockets for slimmer bottles or a sunglasses case. A tucked back pocket for convenient and secure phone carry rounds out the affair. The honest truth about the 13 is that packing space fills up faster than the spec sheet might suggest. Once the pockets are loaded, the main compartment gets tight quickly, and bulky items are going to be a squeeze here. This is a bag built for someone running a genuinely minimal loadout, laptop, a few tech essentials, and the daily incidentals. Go in expecting that and it delivers beautifully. For anyone that found the Aer City Pack 2 just a touch too large for their day-to-day, the 13 is a natural next step down in size. So far, every bag on this guide has been made overseas, so San Francisco-based Arktype's Dashpack is definitely worth a pause. Handmade in the USA with materials sourced from 7 American states, it's in rare company at this price point. The Mark II iteration adds 2 interior zipper pockets, a sidearm D-ring, and a ceiling D-ring over the original, making an already capable bag even more versatile. Weighing 2.25 pounds and measuring in at 18.5 by 11 by 4.5 inches and 15 liters, the Dashpack slots right in between the Air and Able carry in terms of volume, though it is noticeably slimmer in profile than both of them. The waxed canvas shell pairs with YKK AquaGuard zippers throughout, so some light rain isn't too much of a concern, and the 210D double-walled ripstop interior adds another layer of durability. The harness uses Duraflex slip-lock buckles that eliminate dangling adjustment straps entirely, which looks fantastic. The trade-off is that the adjustments do get a bit fussy once you're wearing it, since the straps tend to bunch in the buckles under tension. Long story short, dial it in before you put it on. The Evazote foam padding is comfortable, but it runs a touch short, so when the bag rides lower, the seatbelt style webbing starts sitting against your chest instead of the padded section. 2 side water bottle pockets with cam compression straps handle a 21-ounce hydro flask, and D-rings above let you clip the handle for extra security. There's also a set of compression straps on each side of the pack as well to help cinch down your load. The back-facing laptop compartment fits up to 15 inches comfortably, with a 16-inch MacBook Pro squeezing in at the limit. But there is no false bottom, so be careful setting this thing down. The front pocket opens from the side and has elastic loops, a D-ring, and the new Mark II zip pockets, though loose and small items tend to rattle around a bit. We found that pouches still work really well here. The main compartment is open and cavernous with a stacked mesh and closed zippered pocket across from a rear slip pocket that can double as a suspended laptop sleeve if you wanted that false bottom protection. Rounding things out, the Dashpack is one of the most utilitarian bags on this guide, and it definitely leans into that identity. The harness quirks are manageable, and the wax canvas will develop character over years of use that no ballistic nylon or X-Pack ever will. For someone who wants American craftsmanship and a bag built to genuinely last, this is a hard one to beat. If you've spent any amount of time in the EDC community, you already know Evergoods, and by default, the Civic panel loader. The CPL is considered by many to be arguably the best everyday carry backpack ever made. We've covered the 24-liter extensively, and the 16-liter is essentially Evergoods asking, what if we distilled that same formula down for the person who doesn't need more than 16 liters on a given day? Spoiler, it works. Weighing just under 3 pounds and measuring in at 16.75 by 11 by 6 inches, the CPL 16 is a bit heavier but also noticeably more compact than the Aer City Pack 2, despite sharing the same volume rating, and it carries that size difference in the depth. The custom 840D ballistic nylon 6 shell is Evergoods' own spec, solution dyed for both color retention and environmental friendliness, with a DWR finish that handles rain without hesitation. YKK number 10 and number 8 zippers found throughout, Zote EV50 foam in the straps, a 70-75 grade aluminum side stay for structure, buckled sternum strap, and an HDPE frame sheet round things out. The bag is built with the exact same material obsession as a 24-liter, nothing compromised to hit the smaller size. If you're unfamiliar, ergonomics are front and center for Evergoods, and the harness is one of the best in this category. Differentially cut shoulder straps with contoured Zote foam, a monofilament mesh back panel that actually breathes and won't pill, and a removable sternum strap round out the system. Taller users should note that the shorter strap length on the 16 liters can feel a bit snug, so it skews better toward medium and smaller frames. It's also worth mentioning that there is no water bottle pocket, which is a known CPL quirk across all sizes, so plan accordingly. The full clamshell main compartment opens completely flat for easy packing, with a mesh zippered pocket and an opaque security pocket on the lid. The dedicated side access laptop sleeve is one of our favorite features, and is fully padded, suspended, and secured with a red Velcro strap. It comfortably fits up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro with room alongside for flat items. The vertically oriented front panel pocket is accessible while wearing the bag, with drop-in slots for a phone or pen and a zippered mesh pocket for smaller valuables. The signature yoke pocket above the shoulder handles keys complete with red key leash, sunglasses, or a battery bank without eating into the main compartment. The CPL-16 is the miniaturized version of the bag that's quickly becoming the stuff of legends in the EDC space. No water bottle pocket still feels like something that could be easily solved, but everything else is exactly what makes that CPL-24 so legendary. Among everything on this guide, this one carries some of the most brand credibility and the most passionate community behind it. At $99, the Metro is comfortably the most affordable bag on this guide, and it makes that case without feeling like a compromise. Alpaka has been carving their name in the EDC accessory space for a while now, and the Metro is essentially the brand's entry point into EDC backpacks. At just 12 liters, it's also the smallest bag on this guide. Even the Able Carry 13 has a liter on it. If your daily carry genuinely fits in a sling, but you'd rather have 2 shoulder straps, this is where that conversation starts. The bag tips the scales at just 1.76 pounds and measures 16.5 by 9.8 by 6.1 inches. The green colorway we're covering here is built from Alpaka's proprietary AxoFlux 400D ripstop nylon, a lighter, sleeker fabric than the ballistic nylon or X-Pack you'll find elsewhere on this guide. It's more comfortable to the touch and it looks clean, though it's naturally not as burly as some of the more utilitarian packs like the Dashpack or the CPL-16. YKK AquaGuard zippers on the front compartment add some nice weather resistance, and the main compartment uses a reverse coil zipper behind a fabric welt for additional protection. The back panel carries noticeably generous padding for a bag this size, nearly half an inch thick, and the shoulder straps are wide and well padded. It's worth noting that there's no sternum strap or strap keepers either, so you have to manage some tail webbing. The modular strap attachment points are a nice sleeper feature here, letting you dock Alpaka's hub accessories directly to the shoulder straps for quick access pouches. When it comes to organization, 2 primary compartments do most of the work here. The main compartment opens wide with a clamshell adjacent design, revealing a fleece-lined 14-inch laptop sleeve alongside 2 elastic sleeves. The opposite side sees 2 open pockets, one of which is for water bottles and a zippered stretch pocket. The front compartment opens vertically and houses 2 pen slots, liner pockets, and an integrated magnetic mod key tether for keys. It's a well thought out layout, though once all the pockets are occupied, the remaining dump space feels really limited. But that's to be expected on a pack this small. Rounding out our thoughts here, the Metro is a pack that really punches well above its price point. Compared to the Able Carry 13 at $179, you are giving up premium materials and the shoulder strap card slots, but you're gaining $80 and a bag that covers the same basic functional territory. For someone who wants a clean, capable daily pack without committing to enthusiast tier pricing, this is a smart place to land. Arc'teryx has always occupied a specific lane, outdoor performance DNA translated into urban carry. The Granville 16 is probably the clearest expression of that philosophy in a day pack. And for longtime Arc'teryx followers, a lot of its design language traces back to the Valence Gnomon, the brand's ultra-minimal pinnacle that's since been discontinued. The Granville carries a torch at a far more accessible price point, and it's the only bag on this guide that comes from a brand primarily known for technical outerwear rather than your carry gear. At just under 1 pound 11 ounces, the Granville is one of the lightest bags on this guide, and dimensions run 18.7 by 11.8 by 9.1 inches. Unsurprisingly, the approach to construction is quite innovative here, utilizing N400R AC squared ripstop nylon, Arc'teryx's proprietary composite. The textile is then treated with dual-layer polyurethane coating inside and out, plus taped internal seams, and an FC0 DWR finish on top of all of that. Naturally, there's YKK AquaGuard zippers throughout as well. We've literally held this thing under running water and pulled out dry gear. It's not waterproof in the submersion sense, but for real-world weather, it's as close as any bag gets here without being truly waterproof. The silhouette is also strikingly clean, almost sculptural from the front. There's no dangling hardware, minimal external seams, and the Arc'teryx logos on both the front of the pack and a small tab on the top of the strap serve as the only real branding here. There's also a nylon top grab handle that makes for easy grab-and-go access, and a small nylon tab near the bottom of the pack for attachments like a bike light. The Aeroform monofilament mesh back panel, visible in full honeycomb detail, is the one area that occasionally generates some friction, and we mean that quite literally. Some users report it being abrasive on softer fabrics over time, though as we've mentioned in other reviews of this pack, we haven't experienced that ourselves. It is worth mentioning that the back panel is pretty breathable, especially for such a minimalist pack. And the sternum strap can be easily adjusted using the integrated ladder system. Opening up this bag, you'll find the bright white interior lining is incredibly stark in person, but it's a really useful touch. Finding your gear at the bottom of a dark bag is a real-world annoyance to say the least, and Arc'teryx solved it through this contrasting color choice. Organization is where the Granville makes its trade-off explicit, as there are only 2 pockets in total. The top quick access pocket houses a long red key leash. The main compartment opens up to reveal a zippered stretch mesh pocket in the upper half and a suspended laptop sleeve in the lower half, rated to 15 inches with a false bottom for protection. That's essentially it though. No pen loops, no admin organization, no card slots. Pouches are absolutely going to be your best friend here. So, compared to other packs at a similar price, the Granville gives up significant organization depth, but it also gains considerably in weatherproofing and weight savings. If your daily carry is simple and you want a minimalist bag that disappears into its surroundings while still handling whatever the weather throws at it, nothing on this guide really touches it. But organization maximalists should definitely look elsewhere. GORUCK is yet another brand that really needs no introduction. The GR1 is probably the most proven rucksack in the EDC world, and the Bullet is essentially that same DNA compressed into a sub 16-liter form factor. What we're looking at specifically is the Bullet Ruck laptop, a 16-liter iteration that adds a dedicated laptop compartment and frame sheet to the original 15-liter Bullet's formula. If you've carried a GR1 and wished it were smaller, this is that conversation. Weighing 2.6 pounds and measuring in at 10 by 18.5 by 5.5 inches, the Bullet is the tallest, narrowest bag on this guide, and that silhouette is immediately recognizable. The primary shell is 500D Cordura with 210D high tenacity Cordura on the back panel and strap undersides. 3 rows of external MOLLE webbing along the front add some nice modularity to the mix, and of course you've got GORUCK's removable morale patch up top. YKK zippers are found throughout with 550 paracord pulls, and GORUCK's SCARS lifetime guarantee backing it all up. The harness carries over lumbar support padding from the Rucker line, which feels like a meaningful addition for a bag this small. The shoulder straps are extra padded and built for load bearing, which does make sense considering the rucking DNA here. This is one of the heaviest bags on the guide at 2.6 pounds unloaded, but that's a trade-off that's baked into GORUCK's entire philosophy. The main compartment here opens completely flat, clamshell style, with a large internal mesh pocket and a smaller Cordura pocket. A D-ring and hydration bladder port live inside for those who actually use this thing on the move. The slant external pocket across the front spans most of the bag's face and handles quick access items well. As you may have guessed, the dedicated laptop compartment is the headline feature here, sitting next to your back with a stiff HDPE frame sheet and extra reinforcement. It comfortably fits a 13-inch MacBook and most 14-inch laptops, but we found that 15-inch machines are a no-go here. The notable community gripe worth mentioning is the lack of a top quick access pocket, something GORUCK reserves for the heritage versions at higher price points. And we fully understand, it's a legitimate complaint. The Bullet Ruck laptop is probably the most purpose-built EDC backpack on this guide. Where the Arktype Dashpack is utilitarian and American-made, the Bullet doubles down on actual load-bearing performance. Organization minimalists who want nearly indestructible construction and a genuinely protected laptop compartment will find their bag right here. Everyone else should weigh whether that extra durability overhead justifies the weight penalty. And that's our breakdown of the best small everyday backpacks, all coming in at or under 16 liters. Every bag on this guide earns its spot for different reasons, whether that's the CPL-16's legendary status, the Granville's weatherproofing, or the Metro's value proposition. And the right one really does come down to how you carry. If there's a small everyday carry backpack you think we missed, be sure to drop it in the comments below. We're always on the lookout for new gear, and we read all of the comments. As always, thanks for watching, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.